Welcome to my channel, Brian Cox, about aliens and alien life. So I cut from other videos for exemplification and I comment related to astronomy, science, aliens, extraterrestrials, where the life originated, you see. So Brian Cox about microbial life on some satellite and in a solar system. So watch.
It would undoubtedly be humanity's greatest discovery, finding evidence of intelligent life beyond our world. Imagine civilizations out there, perhaps millions of years ahead of us, with technology we can barely conceive, waiting silently in the depths of space.
The first thing to say is it would be remarkable if we found microbial life, because we would like to know if life began in more than one place in the solar system, given the right conditions.
So in each video I cut from other videos, like from YouTube channel, and to see microbial life. They are searching microbial life, or origin of life. So maybe sometime must be some written act like this, you see. Everybody who goes in space to sign it and to recognize that life originates from here. So about microbial life, if you can find microbial life on other planets, you see, first of all, is not it is not like a necessary manner that a small flower to be more a little bit evolved than a big flower. So if you have some microbes, you are believing so small, and in this you do not understand so the technology. You see, you have these phones like this with big batteries, and see they evolve small then. So microbes could be more complex than a big stuff that you. So there could be microorganisms that are see with a microscope. They are more complex than the big organisms. So watch it, Brian Cox.
And I've spoken to a few colleagues who work on the Europa Clipper mission at JPL, who said that if we don't find life on Europa, if our picture of Europa is correct, and there's this long-lived ocean and active geology and so on, and we still don't find life, we might start to think that even the origin of life might be rare. But you're right to say that when we talk about aliens, if we use that word, then people are really asking, is there anything out there that we can talk to, right? Is there things like this out there? That's a whole other question, perhaps. Let's say that we find that life began on Mars and Europa. So let's say we find microbes. Then, as you say, the question becomes, how likely is it that given the origin of life, at some point you get intelligence, complex living things, and then intelligence at the civilization level? And again, of course, we don't know.
So now this is my first point. You see, you can see in the microscope some being that eats like some plants, microscopic plants, and makes stuff, and maybe could be more complex than the bear. But you see, maybe someday must be a written act, because these guys are already lighted. So maybe they will find life on Mars planet or microbial life. So from you do not have a full catalog or full view of the life that's originating on the planet. Do you see, maybe they find it there, okay? Or they already are saying that you do not know what organic chemistry means. So now they are saying that they are finding organic material that is, see, some amino acids. That's this life carrying or some stuff like this. You see, this is a simple star. We can go here. So inside, or we cannot see the universe. So okay. So this is what I wanted to tell you. This maybe someday it must be an act, like a written act that you sign, and you many people to say this planet is where originated life, and to be like a testimony for the next generation. If we are going to go on space, you see in the Bible says Davidia, the prophet, has only a page, written page like this in Bible, and one of the roads written row says, if you go and put your nest in the stars, you see, from there I will bring you down. So you see, Avidia the prophet prophesies that we will go. So now you have only 20 rows, written rows, it's like a poem with 20 rows, you see, 10, 20. And one of them, it says this, no, it's important, no, it is important. Avidia the prophet says, so if you go and you put your nest in the stars, from there I will bring you down. So this prophecy that we will go on the stars, believe it or not. So about aliens, extraterrestrials, they exist, okay? But I've told you not a flower, you see, a small flower like this, you see, like this on tree flower, I put it like you can make tea from this. It's not necessarily to be more small evolved than that. In the Bible it says, you see, that it made in 24 hours, maybe exactly for this reason. The plants, there's a saint says that God could commenting the Bible beginning, that God could make like this everything, the universe, everything. Why we present it makes in 24 hours? Because you see, maybe it is this stuff. There's some more animals more complex than the others. Although they made them on a one day are more complex than the others. But when he presents, you see the fish and birds in the same day, so are they more a little bit complex than the big animals or land animals. So you see, God made our galaxy in an organized manner, like see, first made the in water, made land and earth like planets. They are coagulated and then working at like in step-like manner, and then makes the land, the earth, and then the plants, and then the fishes, the birds, and then the animals, and then the man. It shows to you that is more superior. That's why this evolutionism stuff stays on this. But having this in your mind, you do not understand that it is some reason like this. You see, the stars are more complex than the plants. That's why I made in the first day, before the animals. So it says some stars like this that could be more complex than the stars. So the plants. So again, the plants are made in 24 hours. To understand, maybe there's some variety, but the Saint Paul says there's other bodies. You see, there's celestial bodies and earth-like bodies. So watch another part from Brian Greene. I speak more.
But we do have the only piece of evidence we have that would allow us to make a guess is the time that it took to go from the origin of life to a civilization on Earth. And that time is something like 3.8 billion years. So let's say around 4 billion years. The Earth is 4.5 billion years old. So we have two pieces of evidence really. One is that life began pretty much as soon as it could on Earth, give or take, right, when the Earth had formed and cooled down. But then it took something like 4 billion years to produce a civilization. And that is a long time. That is about a third of the age of the universe. And so if that is typical, and again, to emphasize, we don't know, it's the only piece of evidence we have, but if it really does take many billions of years to go from the origin of life to things like us, then you could argue that the number of civilizations might be quite low in a galaxy like the Milky Way.
So about aliens now, aliens exist. You see, maybe there's some aliens presented in the Bible. You do not know about them because they were named demons or aliens or angels. So Saint Paul says there are heavenly bodies and sky bodies and earth-like bodies, and Saint Peter says they forget that the skies were but old. So this you are believing somehow their gravitational systems like they are oriented towards us like this. You only can have. Okay, so now you are believing somehow these are stars with planets and their planets circulate like this. So now they gave these ages of the Earth 4 billion years, and then her civilization must appear like. So the same Peter says they forget intentionally that the skies were old. So they were before prior skies, you see. But in this manner you understand that you do not know how they have bodies. They don't have bodies. There's some similar material like ours. You see, before our creation. This is what I'm going to tell you in my videos. They exist, they are mentioned in the Bible, and they do stuff, they did war between them, they have bodies, they are like, I can show to you how they are looking in some manner, and I can tell you they are not from here, and these planets are made for us, see, but if you lie before you go there on Enceladus and Titan, Callisto, Ganymede, you see, Uranus has 100 satellites, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars planet, they are an asteroid belt. Okay, if you lie that your life originate from there, I told you one argument in this video. You cannot sustain that the small flower is more a little bit complex than. So if God mentions all the crawling stuff like insects and. So if you watch carefully, they are presenting the same time with big animals the same day. So maybe there is some evolution like you are believing, because more complex, but not evolved. This is a step-like manner, like 24 hours to say that it is a difference, like a temporal difference between animals, you see. But how much complex is this? The same range, somehow, some crawling stuff, that microorganisms that are mentioned there, or insects in the same day, you see. So, but if you prepare to light that already you'll find life on Enceladus, on Io, or this frozen type style, like only made from ice. I'm telling you, our galaxy is made with we see, and the Venus planet is a good planet. This is like Russian said, okay. So I'm telling you, I'll make a series like this about aliens and alien stuff. But now the civilization, you see, the man was already programmed, and you do not understand you can make a robot to speak already from the beginning. It's not no evolution. So the first the son of made the first city, and in the Bible is mentioned they lived in the city from the beginning, and now you are saying a civilization 4 billion years, slow like this. You see, there are clouds like this. They not take a billion years water to be. There are flowing rivers. You cannot sustain maybe through this craziness some river flowing for billion years. You do not have any proofs of okay. So this is what I'm telling you. Maybe someday written act will be going to be signed. Life originates from here. If you do not do this, maybe God will not let us on the planets. Avidia the prophet says to you that we will go if you put your nest in the stars. I will bring you down from there. So from 20 rows, you see one of them, it says this, a single page. So it is important. So if you are understand, water does not take a billion years to form, like earth-like material types the same. But and you do not understand that you can 3D print it. You do not understand that it could be a superior mind, like God mind to print in a single day all the forest on a planet, to print it from orbit. Maybe so this smart to speak it like on the planet, the printer to be inside and just to speak it, and to a planet like to be with geometrical forms and flowers, you see, like this in a single day. So you are saying like extraterrestrial origin of life. They made life. They construct a galaxy, like Michio Kaku says, a galaxy type civilization that control a galaxy of like this, of energy, and light it is energy, and this is a simple star. We can go here. It's like an island. You can fly, and beyond this is the universe. We cannot see the universe. These are tricks. So there are aliens exist, and they you are in all time they were named demons, and they are doing wrong stuff and poor bad science over you. And this kind of bad poetry that Brian Cox is reciting. Okay, they are intelligent, they have a rational mind. Maybe they were made in the same time. These guys were prior to us. They were already appearing in the Bible at the beginning. The put cherubims, they are not mentioning when Adam was put the cherubims, and they were sewed with a needle in the first tent church by Moses. So they exist. They are prior us. They have rationality. They were fighting between them. Some of them are making bad, like not having any ruler. They acknowledge God that exists. How they are said. This is in the Bible also. But they do not want to make the will of God. You see, they know that God exists, but they make their own their own kingdom, and they want own towns. And I will show to you from the Bible. This is with exactly okay. So they exist. They rename and they put bad science over this planet, and the Brian Greene, like other guys, resize them. You see, like now civilization, they control a galaxy type, like Michio Kaku says, light. So they were going to say that he made a man, like we make robots, so you imprint them with some rationality, and you imprint them, and you see, but you must believe in the Bible. It made the man already knowing to count. God says 7 times, so he knew mathematics from the beginning. So and with rationality is not a reason for you to make a robot is not. You can imprint the rationality like in a big manner, like you make something and you give them the ability to know that that galaxy, that universe, our galaxy. We cannot see the universe. The universe will be with all the where the angels are, and then we cannot see that. Okay, so this is the video for today about life, exo life beyond our galaxy. And I will make many videos like this. I will show to you from the Bible examples. These guys are really existing, and I put bad science over your head, like through these guys, tricked guys. They are trick themselves. They are tricking another, like in St. Paul says, they are trick themselves and tricking another by this bad aliens. Okay, goodbye, God bless. I will make many videos like this. Like, share and subscribe. Thematics about religion, aliens. You see, they have technology, and this is what we will see in my channel. Goodbye.